What's up, friends of the internets? Let's get into another weekly breakdown from this idiot here of all the stuff that's been going on. First of all, I'm a little late. Wasn't able to make a video the other day. As you can probably tell by my voice, I was sick. I don't get sick often, but when I do, it kicks me right in the grundle, and I was out for several days. So, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to do some new stuff that's happened this week, and I'm going to do a rapid fire of the stuff that happened last week. I'm going to take all that information, bunch it up into that nice little pet that Chris Farley had and Tommy Boy. Anyways. First, something I'm very excited about and very glad that it's here, even though it took a year. Something that seems very fundamental for online multiplayer games, and that is that Overwatch is bringing in Deathmatch. Deathmatch is the classic everybody kill everybody, or this team kill that team mechanics. So you'll have two options. One will be an 8-player free-for-all. The next will be a 4v4 team battle. Single is going to be first to 20. Team is going to be first to 30. You'll gain a point by killing someone. You'll also lose a point if you're a dipshit and you fall off a ledge. You deserve it. You can't be mad. So like I said, pretty fundamental. Everybody needs this. That's my bread and butter. I like Overwatch, really like Overwatch, so I've gotten used to the payloads and taking over spots and things like that, so I'm fine with that. But I've always been the person when I play Halo and things like that, immediately Slayer, Team Slayer, that kind of stuff. This is what I like to do, just go out and, kill the other guy. Next up, old news, Mewtwo's in Pokemon Go. That's it. Next. Alright, another pretty bulky report, and that's that Shadow of War news has come out. A little bit of that. A few topics to discuss today. So, if any of you saw my last video about Shadow of War, you see that I was pretty pissed off about the loot system, the microtransactions, everything like that. Still pretty upset about that, but it's a single player only game, so whatever. Next bit of news is they've announced kind of what you can do after you complete the story, which I really enjoy. The last game kept me in for many hours, and I like exploring. I've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn a lot lately, and I have barely touched the story, but I've got about 75% of the map unlocked because I just travel. I really enjoy that. So the fact that you have more to do and you kind of unlock more things to do after you beat the story is kind of nice. So you can get your legendary orcs, you can get your really good orcs, and you can basically build your fort, take over others, and also defend against Sauron's forces. It sounds like the Nemesis system also plays into your orcs. So if you die to an orc while playing, he will most likely go up in rank, and the more you die to him, the higher he will get. It sounds like the more successful your orcs are in your army, the higher they will go, and they will progress as well. So that's nice. They also dove into a little bit more why Shelob, the spider that wrapped Frodo up and then Sam stabbed in the face. She is a human in this. The trailer also had her as a spider, but she plays a very important role in the story. And so they dove into that a little bit, I saw today. And they explained why they made her a human. And apparently her mother was a human who took the form of a spider by way of magic. So I guess they're going that route to say that I guess her natural form is a human. And she can change into a spider, which it sounds like, again, she does eventually. It sounds like she is going to be in the story a lot and go back and forth with Celebrimbor and the others and things like that. So, I'm interested to see what part she plays, but I did really enjoy that, her being a giant spider. I personally hate spiders. It's a weird love-hate relationship. I don't know. I would have loved to see more of that, so that's that. Next, Sonic Mania is out and people are loving it. I myself was not going to get this game, but I'm probably going to get this game. Mostly because two things. One, it's $20, so why the hell not? I went over that with Hellblade. It was only $30, so just buy it because most games are $60. And secondly, they have it for the Switch, and I think that it is perfect for the Switch. It's the perfect game for the Switch. It kind of feels like if you've taken it off the dock and are playing, it's like the old Sega games that I used to play, the old Sonic games there, the big old handheld console. So it feels natural, it feels right. It's the kind of game that I think that is perfect for a portable device. So that's why it's really attractive for me on the Switch, and that's why I'll probably be downloading it tonight and start playing. One thing I want to bring up, that is completely unrelated to actually anything I wrote down, but I just came to my mind because I heard other reports talking about it. And it's that developers are kind of playing with different price tags, and that's really interesting. But if it's successful, it can actually go both ways. So we see that Hellblade is only $30, Sonic is only $20, Lawbreakers was only $30, and so people are playing with these different price tags on big names and some unknown names, but it can go both ways, like I said. So I find it to be very interesting, and I like it. Obviously, I like the cheaper price tags, but there can be people who say that, you get this game and all this other content, so we're actually going to charge you $100. If you sell it, I'll buy it. I said earlier that Hellblade was good enough that I would have paid $100 for it, so if you sell the right story to me, I'll probably be okay with paying that kind of money, rather than you being a dickhead and being like, here's a $60 game, but don't forget, here's $50 of DLC. All right, well, if I want all of it, I'm going to pay it. No, just be honest and give me the whole big game. All right, rapid fire round. Telltale has kind of hinted that they might be bringing more games to the Switch. They've had a job opening which basically says that they need someone who knows how to work on Nintendo and be their basically knowledge expert for that. So it sounds like hopefully they'll be bringing more to that, because it's another series that I think is very good on a portable device. I saw something that Cable was confirmed for Infinity War. Josh Brolin's Cable. I don't know anything more than that. It sounds ridiculous. So Disney sounds like they're, flexing their muscles and they're trying to pull out of Netflix and have their own streaming service. But Netflix is trying to hold on to every little bit that they can, and they're asking to keep Marvel movies and Star Wars movies. So hopefully those stay in. I can understand maybe the Disney classics and just Disney movies like Jungle Book and those kinds of things going over to a streaming service. Everything getting its own streaming service. I like the idea of being able to basically build what you want to watch. I haven't had a cable subscription in years because I just have Netflix and Hulu and HBO Now and the rest of them. But at some point, it just starts to add up beyond what I would have been paying for a regular cable subscription. That's when it starts to get ridiculous. So if you want cable, you have to get this. If you want, movies, you have to get this. Oh, but if you only want the Disney movies, you have to get this. And so it's like, at some point you start to pick and choose to the point of like cutting stuff out rather than being able to build. And so, I don't know. It kind of seems like a smart idea. They're Disney. If it fails, they'll be fine. It's worth the risk, I think, to them. But at the same time, it's kind of shitty for us at the end of the day. Again, it sounds kind of nice, but I think it's just another drop in the bucket of subscriptions, and it's going to add up, and eventually it'll hit a breaking point. I still like the idea of subscriptions more than I do cable. So, it's a step in the right direction, but I still think the idea of all this stuff has to keep on building. Xbox is changing its dashboard, and first reviews, people hate it. That's about it. I guess you can fully customize it, though, so you can make it unhateable. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Friday the 13th is introducing a patch that will stop team killings, which has two sides of the coin. One, it's going to stop assholes from killing you, but two, you can't stop assholes from killing you. If someone's blocking you behind a door or something like that, you can't really kill them, or if they're helping Jason, you can't really stop them by killing them. I was listening to Kinda Funny Games Daily. They brought up that point, so really it's a double-edged sword. But I've yet to play it. I will play it, however, when it comes out on Friday the 13th in October, which is perfect. Perfect. So I will get that, and I will be playing it religiously when it comes to console. Two more things. One, Crash Bandicoot is most likely coming to the Xbox One. I don't give a shit. I already bought it for the PlayStation, and I've been playing it, being incredibly frustrated and happy all at the same time. But if all you have is an Xbox One, you'll most likely be getting that pretty soon. No date, no confirmation, but all signs are pointing to yes. Also, Rick and Morty is no longer streaming on Adult Swim, so you can't watch it without a cable subscription, you son of a bitch. But, whatever. They even acknowledge that people are going to pirate it, so you can probably just watch it on YouTube the next day. Whatever. As always, guys, if there's anything I missed or any opinions you have on anything that I covered, fill up those comments section below. Share this video or subscribe. It helps me out. Also, I stream every Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday on Twitch. Jublaw, just like you see here. Come by, watch me play some games, and I die a lot. But I have a good time doing it, and I hope you guys have a good time watching me do it. That sounded dirty. Yeah. I hope you guys have a good time watching me play the games, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.